Welcome back to Par Breakers Golf Academy. I'm Bernard Sheridan. Thanks so much for being with us. And today we're going to take a look at the swing of JB Holmes. And we'd like to congratulate JB on his win in 2014. And also, JB has made a huge comeback from brain surgery. And it's so great to see him back and healthy and playing well and back in the winner's circle. So we're going to look at a couple of things to understand what happens in JB's swing and how he creates so much power and how you can use some of these points to create more power in your swing and more accuracy. So if you take a look, I drew a red line right on the inside of JB's right leg, and really why I did that was to show you where JB posts on his backswing. And what is a post? Well, there's 3 posts that you can post on. Okay, one is where JB is right now, is that red line. The next one could be his absolute center, and that would be considered center post. And then the last one is left post. Okay, so all players will go around one of these 3 posts in their backswing. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that we rotate around that post and that we're not shifting off of that post in the backswing. On the downswing, all players are going to shift around that front post, the left leg. So JB is what we consider a 2-post swinger, which is essentially he's going to rotate around one of those 3 posts, which is the red one. So if we take a look as he goes back, we're going to see how he starts to shift and get his center over top of that post, because this is where he's going to rotate around. And then back he goes, and his head stays right on that post up to the top. Okay? Now as he starts down, he's already, before he even gets all the way to the top, he's already starting to move towards that front post. Okay, and there's where he's on that front post now, where you can see he gets that pelvic bone right, the inside of that left leg, right on that green line, so he can start back down. Now there's a few things that we want to look at this position at the top for him right before he starts. And one is, as he's at the top, right there is the top, as he starts back down to get on that front post, we're going to see he starts to lower his head a little bit as his arms drop down and he starts to clear. Now the other thing that I want you to notice is, as he starts to clear, his hands kind of fall on their own. His hands are falling as a following action. Okay? And that's where he's starting to create tremendous lag, which is where he gets that power from. And as he starts down, his arms are staying right out in front of him. So right now, when he gets to that, and he's already almost past that front post now because he's so much cleared. Okay? And his center is over that front post now. So if we look at how much his center moved forward in relationship to his backswing, let's go back to his backswing. There's his center on the red line. There's his center on the front line. Great position. Hands are close to the body, or arms are, should I say, close to the body, attached. Hands are right in front of chest. Here's where we can really see there is impact. Let's go right to impact, is right there. And we can see that his hands are directly in front of his sternum. His left glove is directly in front of his sternum. And that's a big one, folks. And we always talk about this at Par Breakers as to how we want those hands to be directly in front of your core through that impact zone. Okay? As he now releases fully, what I want you to notice is he releases very much out in front of himself. And he's still in front of himself. And what I mean by that is that, again, that hands are right in front of that core. And then he pivots right back around that front leg. And notice where he is now in relationship to where he started. He's well ahead of that green line. He's really posted over that left leg. He's gotten that shoulder to the target. So remember this. You want to stay on your anchor, and you have to figure out which one of those anchors you are. As we move into a series of videos to come, we'll talk about these things and how you can figure out how you're supposed to be on your perfect anchor, what your perfect anchor is at the backswing, and whether you're a one-post or two-post swinger. So JB's absolutely a two-post swinger. If he was a one-post swinger, he would have stayed on that green line the entire time. And that meant that he rotates around the same post that he goes down and through on. So we'd like to once again congratulate JB Holmes on his comeback. We wish him all the best of luck going forward and hope that he has a long, healthy career and that all of his health problems are well behind him. And of course we can see he's definitely has recovered, and we're so glad to see him back in the winner's circle. So for Par Breakers Golf Academy, I'm Bernard Sheridan. Don't forget to like us on Twitter and Facebook and to subscribe to our YouTube channel for these great tips in your email box every single week. Thanks again, and try to keep it in the short grass.